if everything is going correctly, we should be live.
We leaving?
Indeed, we leave. Hey.
How is it being Mr. Three Cakes?
It's pretty great. Context for everyone here. So, at my birthday party, Yelling got me a cake, and my aunt got me a strawberry shortcake, and today at work, I was given a cookie cake. So, I have had 3 cakes.
So you're literally that, holy shit, 3 cakes!
Exactly, yes.
Or, gee, Draco, how come you get to have 3 cakes?
I don't know.
I got 1 cake for my birthday.
Lucky.
Yeah.
For the record, his mom knew that I was bringing a cake.
And she did it anyway.
And I don't know if his aunt knew that a cake was being brought. So then it became how it is.
Yep.
2 cakes.
And work just decided to give me a cake. And
then
I
after that, it
did
became
not
3
blame.
cakes.
It's one of those
Okay, that's like,
cookie
come on,
cake
free
things.
cake.
Yeah.
Is it a good cookie cake? Like, is it like overly sweet, or is it like kind of mellow?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It's cake, or it's cookie. There's ice cream, not ice cream, icing on it. So, I'd imagine for some people it'd be pretty sweet. Free cake, free cake.
Now, what type of cookie was it? Because I think most of them are chocolate chip.
It was the chocolate chip.
The best cookie, and I'll hear no arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from Oreo.
No,
I
Like-
will have arguments. Chocolate chip is just one of many types of chocolatey cookies. There are better chocolatey cookies out there.
I don't know. Chocolate chips
Double
are pretty
chocolate
good.
chip, at the least, is
mean-
a contender.
Double chocolate
That's
chip is
what I
just
was actually
better
about to
chocolate
say, like-
chip. So, by extension, it is
Yeah,
technically chocolate chip.
I mean, I like the Reese's cookies.
I'm gonna make a hot take here. My least favorite cookie, peanut butter.
I
But that's
agree with
only
that because I'm allergic to peanut butter.
I don't
mean,
like
I'm not
peanut butter, so...
I'm not allergic. I just hate peanut butter. I've never liked the texture.
Hey! Well, there's one of us.
I
feel
mean,
sad. I feel sad because I like peanut butter, but some people just hate it. I'm like, you could just say you don't like it. Gosh, you don't have to be mean to it.
look, I can agree with though. I used to love peanut butter, and now I hate it, just because of basic training. Cause
And it's like one of the 4 things you had access to.
No, me going to basic training, I was underweight by 30 pounds. And they gave me double rations. And I had to, with those double rations, I had to eat 1 jar of peanut butter with every meal. Before I leave, I had to finish it.
Peanut butter.
Jeez.
So I had 3 jars of peanut butter a day. I got stuffed up really fucking bad, and I ended up getting the nickname Gas Chamber.
See, that is utterly terrible.
Yeah, that's just trauma.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan.
Okay,
I'm not really a fan of
that's
peanut butter
reasonable
cookies.
reason why to like. That's a reasonable reason why I did not like peanut butter.
I mean, I used to love peanut butter, but now I just hate it. I'll eat it if I'm desperate. But after that, I can't do peanut butter. I literally made 5 people pass out in formation because I farted.
That's funny.
So yeah, if you didn't, for context of why Draco got 3 cakes, you guys didn't see our stream on Saturday. It was Draco's birthday on Saturday.
Sunday.
It was my
but
birthday.
yes.
Or no, Sunday. It was
Sunday.
my birthday on Saturday. Very happy to say that my work gave me the day off on Saturday, which I was greatly appreciative of because I had 2 parties I got to go to because of that.
And I'm happy that a lot of people showed up, even though I crashed very early.
Yeah, you did.
How dare?
I had to wake up early, and so I was tired from having to wake up early, and I ended up crashing really, really fast. Partially because of all the good food we had earlier. That
I say
We
this
had to-
completely jokingly, and do not take any offense to this, but how dare?
yeah, I need to be better.
Wait, what happened?
I crashed. I fell asleep very early in Draco's birthday stream. How long did it take? Was it even an hour?
I think it was like exactly an hour or just under an hour.
Wow.
Dang.
I woke up here and there when Draco connected his to the TV for a second, and then also just as he was ending and I heard Nominee, I'm like, who the hell is this person? And I just could not recognize Nominee for the life of me for some reason. I'm like, huh?
I don't know why. I just got the picture in my head. Yo, just wake up. Who's this bitch?
Navina, if you see this, we love you.
We love you.
Yeah. For the record, I do know what Nominee's voice is. It just did not sound like her in that moment. Probably because I was half asleep. Yeah.
It's literally the Patrick meme. Who are you people?
Yeah.
I got so confused. And Draco was in the process of ending, and I didn't get clarification until after the stream officially ended. I'm like, oh, okay.
I love the confused Sister Crabs.
Uh-oh. Okay, we're back.
Oh no!
OBS did a little hiccup, but it's fine. It was only like for a split second. Okay, not too bad. But, who would like to do the recap? I don't think anyone doesn't have inspiration at this point, though.
Even you, Draco.
Even me. I have to fix roll
Do
20.
I still have inspiration? I don't have inspiration, but I'm also bad
Oh,
at
nope,
recap.
that is the wrong. Nope, that's also the wrong. There we go.
Do I suggest the evil idea that if Draco does multiple recaps, he could get multiple inspirations?
We don't get one. He doesn't get one.
I don't have inspiration. I just don't do good recaps.
Like,
Do you remember what happened last time?
Draco always said we only get one, so he gets one.
Yeah, no, that. Admittedly, that is fair. Everybody gets one. I mean, if you want to give me
I know,
additional
but-
inspirations, that's on you, and
No.
I'll accept
good.
them.
I think
Nope.
I'm good.
I remember, like, what What did we do?
Go on, Antonius, what do you remember?
I'm gonna be right back. The food I ordered is here. BRB.
Okay. So, 2 sessions ago, we dealt with the, okay, there was the living halibird, right?
That was like 3 ago, but yeah.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Clover used fire on mice. That was
Yeah, that was last time.
last session,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Beginning of last time, yes.
Because she was done with everything and was like, then what's after mice? I'm trying to mentally remember the map.
There was the girl in the girl in the bedroom that I accidentally terrified.
Oh yeah, the suspiciously young looking human who. Why is she human in this vampire?
She ran
thing?
away from home, and thanks to me, she's
Yeah.
gonna stay in that room or stay in the library, so she's not in our way, so we don't hurt her accidentally.
Was the blood and the bathtub also that episode, or was that a previous one?
That was right before we got into the girls' room.
Okay. After, so I was eavesdropping on that conversation, that y'all were having with her. You searched the room after she fell asleep, I believe?
I don't think we searched too much. We know that there was a hidden door, but we didn't
And
go
we found
any
a
further.
hidden door.
Yeah, but we did not go through it.
Why am I blanking on what happened after that?
We went back downstairs to the first floor.
Oh yeah, piano! Antonius is definitely not going to betray the party. I mean, what?
Like, I have no idea. Like, sure, Antonius is very like fickle, but after all this point, is he really going to trust Strahd? Like, I get
It's
wanting to leave the party. I think
if he does it, it's less because he trusts Strahd. It's more because he appreciates a good musician, and this is beyond just the average good musician.
I mean, listen,
I
Strahd
have a
has the
feeling
ability
you're
to charm
the
people.
priority's a little different there.
Strahd has the ability to charm people. Maybe Antonius will just fail that charm willingly.
I gotta be completely honest. I think Strahd was faking that. If he could charm people, why can't he just do a charming piano?
It's like in reality, it's just a player piano. He's just miming it.
Yeah, you could just have one of those Casio keyboards and just press, like Mary Had a Little Lamb button, and press to play.
I feel like Antonius would have a high enough musical proficiency to know if something's a player piano or not.
Well, apparently he didn't have enough proficiency to play a harp.
What?
I played Hot Cross Buns for a ghost. I played Hot Cross Buns for a ghost, and he said that was masterful.
Yeah,
The
so
best
apparently
Hot
this whole
Cross
world
Buns
of
ever
Barovia
played.
doesn't know music. Like Hot Cross Buns, banger. Whatever you did, apparently not. Strahd pressing Mary Had a Little Lamb on a Casio keyboard, banger.
Wasn't it just the style of music that's appreciated here is different,
Exactly. So I don't think Antonius has his priorities straight on what's good music. I'm starting to question if he actually knows what good music is. This whole realm could have messed his brain up. He could have been a really good musician before, but like, how often has he played music here? He's so out of practice. We need to get him out of Barovia so he can actually play music again. We need to fix him.
Holy shit, it's real.
What's real?
Hot cross buns on the harp.
Like, was it hot cross buns or three blind mice?
It was hot cross buns on the harp,
Mm.
but on the piano,
Where is it?
I'm looking at it on YouTube.
Oh my god. Alright, well. There is one thing you're missing from
Do you
your
remember what happened after that yelling?
So fire on mice. The woman, the girl who ran away from the house that I totally wasn't eavesdropping on. I do not know what you mean by that. I would totally not eavesdrop on any type of conversation. That is absolutely ludicrous. Why are you talking behind my back?
No one said anything. No one said anything.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
What happened next?
We discovered a hidden passageway, and when I say we, I mean they did, because I didn't even get a chance to enter said room. Also, there was the tub with the blood in it, and I'm pretty sure the fact that the blood disappeared was the illusion and not the other way around. But the others were convinced that it's the other way around, so I don't know. Then there is the assassins. So then there was a beautiful masterpiece when we went downstairs, and I could hear it playing, and it was beautiful, and it was an illusion of Strahd, but I would maybe give up going against him just to be able to practice and study all of his techniques that he has learned. And then after that happened, assassins! Oh, great. Assassins. And we got some of them, but then they started disappearing. Like, they ran away. After we got them somewhat low, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't know. It didn't seem like she was super injured, but she realized you had the power of the sun on your side, and that was stupid to try and fight you. Well, at least stupid to fight you head to head.
And we're not sure if following her would be leading ourselves to a bunch of more traps, or if going downstairs would be a better idea, if I remember correctly, for where we left off.
I think we're set on chasing after her, because if we leave her alone, she'll probably like pick us off from the back.
It's a possibility.
Fair. Alright, and with that we bring us back to, I believe this is the map, yep.
And I pray to God that Antonius does not betray us.
We will see how the dice roll.
Yelling, I'm gonna say that's your decision. That's your choice as Yelling to make, if Antonius betrays the party or not.
I mean,
It's Antonius' choice, but there's a reason why Clover's chasing after somebody.
I mean, also, like I said, Strahd can charm people, I might give Antonius disadvantage because of the fact that he really liked Strahd's performance. I'm trying to make that save. Because it would be funny.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the argument Wild Charmed would use. Guys, he's so good at playing the organ, you don't understand. We can't let that art leave this world.
Pray it
So
does not come to that.
This is why I say we'll see how the dice roll.
Just, I hope you don't do that. Anyway,
I'm killing him.
Side note, would I get inspiration for that?
I wasn't at first, but you went back and redid it better, so I will give you the inspiration.
Yippee!
So, you'll notice I popped up turn order. Considering this is a chase, I feel like it would be a good idea to just have everyone roll into turn order. Just so we can have this work a little smoother.
What the heck? When have I ever rolled so high for initiative?
I have a plus
And
6.
it is natural 20. Aye. Son of a bitch.
Well, Volenta rolled garbage.
Well, she rolled better than me.
True. We do have some pretty garbo initiative rolls in here.
Yeah. Again,
Yep.
initiative is the one place where you shouldn't be pissed off about not going first. Or not getting a good roll.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like, your build requires you to go sooner, which is possible, but still, it's not the worst thing. Okay, who else did we need to roll? Aramis. East Markiplier.
You should just edit his name in the character sheet where he's just Ace Markiplier now.
Oh
Just
my
make
god,
a
with a nat
profile
20.
picture.
Look at him. He's ready to go.
Just make a profile picture Markiplier. It doesn't matter which one.
I feel bad that we didn't train him up this whole campaign because we could have easily leaned into the whole bit.
Oh well. Everyone has rolled into initiative, right? Let's see, Evie, Quinby. Oh, right. I have not rolled in Dave, Yuki, or Dan. And Yuki. Alright, Shaka was controlling Dan due to counterspell stuff. I'll still roll initiative for him for the time being, since I popped into the sheet. Oop. Okay, so we have 2 natural 20s in here. Logically, Eastmark will go after Kai because Kai has a 22 versus Eastmark's 21. Antonius got a 24. So technically, I'm putting him at the top of initiative because that is higher than your natural 20s. Still, though, very well positioned. So, Antonius, what you doing?
We have 3 19s as well.
Oh my god, you're right. Okay. So, Clover and Bolt, what are your dex modifiers?
+4.
5.
The
Okay,
fuck?
so Bolt, Clover, Dave.
Bolt is
What?
surprisingly very, very powerful.
Yeah,
He
Bolt
just
is
doesn't
built
tell.
different.
He is built different.
I
He
mean,
just doesn't say his things.
he is an artificer. Gotta have dexterity to work properly with tools. Evie and Quinby also tied, but I'm pretty sure Evie has the greater dexterity. Call it a hunch.
4.
Maybe has a 2.
Yep. So that's already properly stacked. Ease versus Aramis. I think Ease has the better dex, but I will check. Gee, I wonder who has the better dex. The Eldritch Knight or the Giant Metal Man? Golly.
You'd be surprised.
That's a mystery.
Yeah, who could know? Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a roll-off, actually, for, Volenta and Ease have very similar. So this will be Ease, this will be Volenta. Alright, Volenta will go before Ease. Okay, now we have everything sorted. And I go back to my previous statement, Antonius, what do?
That is a good question. I will...
You do still have 2 dancing lights, by the by.
Let me... Well, I'm moving this back inside. Where we are currently.
Okay.
I would not be that close. I would be over here. Yeah. Away from fire. I'll move it.
Did I accidentally?
Maybe not on Quimby. Okay. That'll be my turn for now.
Right, that brings us to Kai. Kai.
Fan.
Then?
Hello?
He might be on mute.
Ah.
Doesn't look
Or
like
connection
it.
error.
He's not
Maybe
muted.
connection.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
It's your turn.
Ah. Alright. Yeah, just, dash. Done.
Alright. And let's see. I'm gonna put the radius on you so I know the because you still have the
Fine sense.
divine sense. So we'll make this one the divine sense. Okay, so even with the divine sense, it seems that Volenta is just outside the radius. So her movements at this point are unknown to you.
For now.
For now. Alright, Eastmark. He will also dash, considering what's being done right now. That'll be his turn. Bolt. Don't we have a... I think Dave still has his echo, now that I think about it.
I'm just checking my stuff here.
I had a long rest. So
You know what? Sure.
He summoned it.
So, feline agility.
Okay.
So I now have 70 feet of movement. So let's see. Is this thing right in front of me? That's I disarmed that one, right?
Yeah, I don't think you did. I think you discovered that it was a poison trap, and you closed it before it triggered.
Okay.
One of them was a successful disarm. The other one was not successful, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see. That was And then bonus action.
Okay.
Misty Step, an additional 30.
Okay.
I'm going to just bring Bolt over here for the sake of things so I can see the rest of the area. So that's 15 feet there. And then another 15 would be right there. Alright. And he's right here. Hmm.
Right, and now that you're right there, I realized I haven't properly described this area because this is your first time in this particular region. So let me grab the map. I think Dan already told you about, like, a trap that's here, but... Torchlight flutters against the wall of this vaulted hall. To the east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending at a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in the shallow alcove. To the west, large double doors hang slightly open, and a steady bright light escapes through the opening. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is if you hadn't already gone to the room with the illusion of Strahd. So ignore that last bit, and the lights are off. My bad.
So, seeing those armor suits, Bolt's just gonna hold his action. If they for some reason come alive or become hostile, he's gonna blast them with his pistol.
Alright.
And that's turn.
Okay, and that will bring us to Clover.
Clover's going to move her 40 feet in front of East Mark. And then she is going to cunning action dash. That's 5 and
I really should write this down, but out of curiosity, what is your passive perception again?
15.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
And Kai said he felt her over here somewhere, right?
Yeah, upstairs and to the south.
Clover's going to continue up the stairs.
Alright.
10, 15, 20.
How much movement do you have left?
I have 20 feet left.
Okay, so I will put you... We'll assume that that's basically right here. And let me make sure... Let me get rid of your previous token, because you are no longer over there. But I'm going to move us to the other map for you to feel free to move. Before you move farther, you notice with your passive perception, at the very top of the stairs, there are 2 traps blocking the way.
Do I still,
Alright.
do I still have movement from here?
You do. Also, you notice there appears to be a letter just past it that has your name on it.
Can I jump over the traps?
Yeah, roll acrobatics. 20. Yeah, you managed to flip over it, no issue. And will you pick up?
I'll grab the letter.
All right.
Yep.
I'm going to send you a DM with what it says. do with that information what you will.
Clover eye twitches as she reads the note. And then Clover's going to activate Divine Sense.
Okay. Let me go into yours and pop out your aura for that. I forget what this green aura that we have around you currently is.
Saving throws.
That's right.
Where's the?
What color would you like your divine sense just for the sake of showing the aura?
Red.
All right. You use your divine sense, and to the north of you, you sense undead. Let me zoom out a little bit so that chat can also see. Like, right here. But you're pretty sure, based on the movements that Kai gave you, Volenta should be to the south. So that must be another undead of some kind. And if that is the case, Volenta seems to be out of range of the divine sense.
Oh, I'm going to kill her. Before that happens. And that's going to be my turn.
All right, let's go back downstairs with the others.
What the fuck?
Which brings us to Dave. Quick question. Does the echo move along with him, or is it like a bonus action to move the echo? I forget.
It's a bonus action.
Okay. So, I mean, he has no reason not to use the bonus action to move it. And he can only move it like 30 feet, roughly?
I believe so.
Okay. And then he will dash so that he can also get up to there. And that will be Dave bringing us to Kardak. And let me put Clover on the GM's layer on this map because she is not here at the moment.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And I do take an action to go for another 60 feet, right?
Mm-hmm. 30, but
Another
yes.
30.
Or 30 feet, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's turn.
All right.
He just saw everyone run up. He's like, "Oh shit!" Ah! And just started running himself.
Right. Let's see. Yuki has 30 feet, so she will also do a dash. Every time I pick up Yuki's token, immediately in my head, Dog Song from Undertale plays. Do, 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 do. And there we go. She's up there, bringing us to Eevee.
Right. So regular speed is 50. All right, there we go.
Right.
I don't think she can get up there though.
Alright, so I will put her on the map, but she can't move any farther than where I place her.
I don't think so.
So we'll have her up there, and we will...
She has like 100 feet of movement.
Damn. Right, and that will bring us to Quinby, who, like everyone else, will dash. He will not walk directly on the trap, because that would be stupid. And that brings us to Volenta. Okay. Let's see. How much movement do she have? Noted. And Let me see here. Oh, I forgot to grab my dice tower. Okay. And that. And okay, and that's her turn, bringing us to ease. Also going to dash. Aramis. How much movement do you have, buddy? Okay, same as everybody else. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? She has a thought. I believe it was discussed by everyone that this was a poison trap. Aramis is going to purposefully trigger it because he's not affected by poison at all, just to get it out of the way. It explodes in a puff of, like, green smoke, but he just sort of stares at it as it dissipates eventually. Now that I think about it, if she puts, like, a bunch of them around, he could basically be a battering ram for them.
Yep.
Dan is going to hop on his broomstick, I think, giving him 50 feet of movement, 100 if he dashes. So, 80, 85, that would be 90, and I forget how big this is, so I'll just have him stay, like, hovering there, and he can't really move past anyone at the moment, considering the way the hallway is. So we'll have him, like, right... Actually, I guess he could, because Clover isn't there, he could just be right next to her. Or right next to Evie, rather. Bring us to Raoul.
Okay. I'm gonna do something a little nutty. Bonus action. Raoul's gonna activate his one of his charges of Lycan form, so he bulks up, giving himself advantage on strength checks. And then he's going to pick up Irina, and with 45 feet of movement, I'm going to dash for a total of 90.
Okay.
Everyone just sees basically Raoul get on all fours and Irina get on to his back, and I'm just going to become a motorcycle.
Huh. Didn't realize Raoul was
70.
actually Koraidon this whole time.
And with all my movement, I'll end up on top of over here at the stairs.
Okay. And I'm going to put you on the GM's layer on this one and bring you to the next map. How much... you used all your movement to get there, right?
Yep, so I'll be just at the edge of the stairs.
So you'd be right behind Evie.
And for everyone's imagination, yes, the end of the movement always ends in an Akira slide.
Fantastic. I mean, if it didn't, are you even really using it?
Exactly.
Okay, and that would actually bring us to Irina.
Alright. Since I still have the sunlight out for 30 feet, I should be able to see.
Yep. Okay, so let me...
Can she see one of the traps, like, in front of us?
What are both of your passive perceptions?
Raoul has 18. Irina also has 18.
So yeah, then the two of you would absolutely see the two traps at the top of the stairs. So where's Irina's token so I can grab her and move her over on the top too?
That's the stairs.
Oh, I see it now. Because I have stuff on the GM's layer, she was hidden.
Hmm.
Okay, so I will hop her basically right there, even though she's technically us riding on your back. I'll move you over to here so you can actually see. And yeah, you see the two traps as they're marked, and Clover standing on the opposite side of them.
She's gonna look at this one and just trigger it with a sacred flame,
Okay.
just to break the trap.
Yeah, I imagine that, like, it actively cannot make a dex save. It's an object. So 12 is enough to incinerate it. This one seemed to also be a smoke-based trap. Unclear if it was poison or something else, but the Sacred Flame incinerated all of the gas, so nothing to worry about.
Still don't know why her spell saves are acting all wonky, but I'll figure that out. on my
Alright.
own.
And is that it for her turn?
Yep.
Right, that'll bring
She's
us...
technically got 90 feet of movement if she stays on the motorcycle.
Okay. And that'll bring us back to Antonius.
Oh wait, I'm muted. Hello.
Hello.
Let's see how far I can go. Okay. I move here, and these lights do be dancing around,
Okay.
like lights do.
As they do, yeah.
Where's the other light? There's the light. Here you go.
Alright. And that, if that is it for your turn, that brings us to Kai.
Action.
Alright, gonna go the same way. Okay, so let me copy and move you over to the upper level. And then I will flip you over there. You sense the
Alright.
same thing that Clover did. There's an undead presence to the north, but you know for certain Volenta went to the south.
Mm-hmm. Still have 40 feet of movement left, so... Well, let's say here.
Okay. So
That's it.
this goes 60 feet up and down as well. Funnily enough, you sense her going downstairs now.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's trying to confuse us. She's going down now. And that's it.
All right. And that brings us to Eastmark on the lower floor. And let me see, there's our boy. Let me get off the GM layer real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, and then 25 would put him on the same square. It's getting a bit crowded over here. So you did say... Actually, wait, I just realized something. You said that she's going downstairs. With Eastmark knowing that, maybe he would go in the opposite direction now, with a sigh, but... Should we turn around down here?
It's best to stay together. Get back up here.
All right. 15, 20.
Because of course Kardak would be the one that's like, all right, guys, like let's not be stupid.
Okay, let me move. I'm gonna move you to there so I can bring you to the GM layer. Slot him those 20 feet. Paste. Oh, whoops, that's Kai. It's not who I wanted. I wanted Eastmark. That put him at 20. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You know what? I forgot to ask. Kai, what is your passive perception? Kai?
Yeah. Guess you can always just peek into a sheet too.
True. Let's see. 12. And what is Eastmark's? Also 12. Noted. Actually, considering where Clover is before we start the next turn, Clover, would you still be looking at the note, or would you look around the room proper before your turn starts?
She'll still be looking at the note.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to say you wouldn't notice anything with your passive perception because you're focused. So that would bring us to Bolt. Let me swing us back over.
Alright, he's just gonna follow everybody up the stairs, I suppose, so...
So that would be...
And then 30, which I'm assuming would get me upstairs.
Yep, I just have to drag you up. Okay, and... You're over there. Copy.
Sorry, I stepped away for a moment.
Ah,
You asked for my passive?
yes. And you would be right there. I'll put us
Yeah, that
back
was 12.
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't
So
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12 isn't enough to notice anything.
yeah. So Chaco, I placed Bolt where he would be on these stairs, and you still have whatever movement you would have left.
And then that's 35. Screw it, I'll dash to get in the room.
And what is your passive perception before you move too far?
16.
Okay, with 16, you notice that there are more traps on this floor. I will make them revealed to you where they are. That's 1. And 2. Although now I realized it's red, and with the red aura... No, you can still see them. Never mind, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And enter. Okay.
Yeah, he'll just say, guys, there are more traps up here, and that's it for turn.
Right. That will bring us to Clover.
Clover would just crush the letter in her hand. And then she just takes off running downstairs.
Okay, back the way you came?
Yep.
Okay.
She's dashing. I got 80 foot a movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, and I will put you back down on the lower level.
Can any of us respond to her as she's running back?
Oh yeah, you can absolutely. That's free action.
If it is okay, I would like to have Raul, as Clover's running by, is like, where are you going? Wasn't she going up this way?
And Clover, you can also respond as a free action.
She's ignoring.
Okay. And I will bring Clover back. This is roughly where you would be based on your movement.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Okay, and
Do-
I need to turn on your aura again so I know. Because I have a feeling I know what you're going to ask. And the answer is yes. I will ping for chat as well. She's right down here.
And then she's going to action dash. Uh, 40. Right. There's 30.
Do you have a light source?
40.
You do have a light source. You'd be able to see her.
And the helmet, too. It
Also
dims
true.
bright.
Yep. She has a smiling face and she waves at you. Doesn't say anything, of course, but waves. Smug look on her face.
Okay, so that's the start of their turn. They take 1d6 radiant damage on their turn.
Okay.
And Clover just brandishes her weapon. I'm going to kill you.
Will you? Well, we'll have to see then, won't we?
If he doesn't, I will.
I don't know if you would have heard that, because
Okay.
you're currently...
Okay, I'll say that it was above character then.
Yeah, because you're all the way over there. They're significantly south from you, and I don't think Clover was exactly shouting that. So...
I picture everybody to see her run this way.
Yeah. Seeing Clover run that way, Dan's gonna... Or Dave is gonna let out a sigh. About face. 60. Echo. Let's see, from his vision, does he... Well, he certainly sees you, but he can't quite make out Volenta from her position. Kardak, you saw Clover shoot past.
So, he's gonna follow Clover. It's this way, right?
Yep, to the south.
This way.
Well, yeah, because you saw her run upstairs, or she ran upstairs first. You just saw her run downstairs into the south.
And you probably see the dim light from the helmet.
6. So right here.
Let me actually adjust your token, because you don't really need the lantern at this point. What is the... It's just dim light, right?
Dim light for 30 feet.
Okay, so I'll turn off the bright light for 30 feet from the lantern. There we go. And that will bring us to Yuki, who also will dash on down. Bring us to Evie upstairs. Zoop. Let me... You know what? I never described the throne room while we're here, so I might as well do that. Since we've all been at the throne room at this point. Yeah, here it is. Dim light from the courtyard falls into this great hall through the broken glass and iron latticework of a large window in the west wall. This immense room is a place of chilly, brooding darkness. Empty sconces dot the walls. Hundreds of dust-laden cobwebs drape the hall, hiding the ceiling. Ceiling from view. Directly across from the windows stands a set of double doors in the east wall. Farther south, a single door that leads from the east wall. Staircases at both ends. The north wall lead down. At the southern end of the hall, a large wooden throne stands atop a marble dais. The throne of Strahd. And... yeah, you guys are not focused on that at the moment. Actually, while you're here, Bolt, what was your passive perception again? I'm sorry, I forgot, because I'm looking through stuff now.
For me, 16.
Okay, then you would see that behind the throne there's a door. It's hidden, but there's definitely a door there to the south. If you want to let everyone know that that door exists, I'll allow you to retroactively do that to get everyone's moves properly sorted.
Yeah, he would.
Okay, and now it's Eevee's turn.
I guess we're backtracking.
Yep. Put her on the GM layer. Okay, so 5, 10. When Matt decides to load for me, to the token layer, and whoops, not mean to click on that. And she would be right there. We'll move down to the layer that everyone is on.
Yeah. And I'm guessing this is also stairs upstairs, right?
Yeah. You would have seen from when you climbed up, this staircase also leads to the same room. And this is the way back down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just stop there.
Okay. Quinby. D60, and from there, you'll shout, "I see her! It's right there!" And that's his turn, which brings us to Volenta, who... oh, wait, no, never mind. She walked downstairs. Yep, she's gonna... that's 5, 10 to get to there. Do I have... I don't think I did. Grab another one of those tokens, because you will be shocked to find out that she may have left a trap behind her while walking down the stairs. Okay. Why is it... oh, because I hit the wrong one, that's why. We'll put it right there. And then she's going down at 11. Let's bring her to... that's 10, 20, or 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 1 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Right, and that will be her turn. Bringing us to ease. I'll put her over there. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Miss. Boom, 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 boom. There he goes. Dan, from the top rope. Swings back around. 5, 10. Oop, wrong map. And put you on 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Oh wait, that's actually, if that's 75, because 10 feet got him to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 80. There we go. Right, that brings us to Raoul up on the top. You do know that there is a door to the far south over here. You can either backtrack the way you came or try to dash through to the room and open that door. It's this door to the far south was the formerly secret door.
Let me see if that's... Yeah, with just enough moving 80 feet, I can get over here.
All right.
Okay, all right. Wrap up the bike. Get over here. And you know what? With the last bit of movement, I'm just going to ram the door.
Okay. I mean, it's a stone door, so this is probably going to hurt you more than the door. But you can certainly try.
Who you're talking to?
Fair.
Athletics with advantage. I'm going to bump the door. That's
Okay.
a 29.
You Kool-Aid man through this door.
Did I stutter?
All right. I still have 10 feet. All right. And that's the last bit of my movement. I'll shout back. There's a staircase down this way.
And what is your passive perception?
Supposed to be in arena. I have 18.
There's a trap well, not directly in front of you because you're on the lower end, but you'll see where I place it. Bop.
And Irina will use her turn to bomb that trap.
All right. So long, trap. We hardly knew ye. Yep, once again, it bursts into flames and is completely inert.
All right.
And is that it for her turn?
Yeah. She'll just call back that she'll clear the traps as we see them.
All right. And that will bring us to Antonius on the bottom floor.
I will slowly but surely try making my way up. No. Oh, we were told she came downstairs, right?
Yes. And everyone seems to be running to the south.
You do have your rogue movement too, so you can potentially go even faster if you need to.
I'll have the zoomies. So that's 1. That's 2.
And that's it for your turn.
Yep.
That will bring us to Kai.
Hmm.
You're on the lower floor now, right? Did I just not...
No.
Oh.
I'm still on the upper floor. Evie's on the lower.
Ah, that's what was throwing me off. Okay. So let me bring you back up to here. Do 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 do.
So there's another door. There's 2 doors.
Yep. There is the door to the south that would probably lead more directly to Volenta. And then there's this door over here, you have no idea where it leads. And then there's technically doors behind you, which you also have no idea where those lead.
And there's a trap right in front of this door, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not good at disarming things, so I think I'm just gonna follow Wolfie over here. Oh, dash one up. Let's be right next to him.
Alright. Okay. And that brings us to our buddy Eastmark, who's also going to make a dash. 45. Yeah, right to there. Although, hold on, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's going to move out of the way so other people can go through that way. Speaking of which, Bolt.
Everybody's head back down this way, right?
Some people have gone through the room, through the secret door you found to the south as well.
You know, since Evie doesn't really know exactly what's going on, she's probably gonna head back.
Hmm.
You would have heard that there's a staircase over here too.
Hmm. Also, for point of order, this one, upstairs, this way, downstairs.
I'll dash. And that's turn.
Right, which will bring us to Clover on the lower level. I have a feeling I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm chasing that bitch.
Have fun
Oh,
with
it's
your
actually-
map, Draco.
Hmm?
She went down the stairs?
She went down the stairs, yes.
Yep,
Leading you
Clover's
deeper.
following.
And I have already made it available for you to see. But as you go around the corner, actually, move your token to where you would, because the bottom of the stairs is like down here. That's up the stairs. Down the stairs is this way.
15,
And you see a trap right there in front of you.
20, 25.
And let me move you down to the lower map. Paste. And we'll bring you exclusively down to map number 11. To a whole new room. 11. That's 21 and 61. You can see from this area, I don't think you can see the whole thing, but you still have some movement, yeah?
Yes, I got 80 foot altogether right now.
Okay.
25, 30,
And
35.
once you get to there, before you move much further, I'm just going to describe the room that you properly see ahead of you now. This dusty 10-foot wide, 30-foot long corridor has a flat ceiling 10 feet overhead. To the south, a web-filled stairway spirals down into the darkness, and at the north end of the hallway is an opened wooden door. Very easy to figure out where Volenta went off to.
Yep, Clover's just following.
Okay. Do you still have some movement?
Yep.
I will say stop when you get to here specifically, because I have a question to ask you. How much does Clover weigh with all of her gear?
I gotta pull out the calculator.
No worries.
$303.
Okay, you're fine to just continue moving as far as your movement will carry you. Did I? Oh, whoops, that's you. I will draw it as I did the other ones. I think she would have left a trap. Probably on the opposite side of the door.
$35, $40, $45, $50, $55.
Okay, so...
You say the other side of the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw it up now. There we go. And, you see her.
55. And Clover's just gonna start swinging.
Alright.
$18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
For how much was fire damage? 4. So 9 damage.
Okay. So...
And then second swing.
Not... Wait. So it's the piercing and the 9, right?
It's the piercing that has my... Oh, is Brandy Smite still activated? Hold on.
Yeah, it looks like it's
No,
still
it's just
activated.
Didn't you activate it at the end of last session?
Yeah, I
yeah.
did.
To give chase.
It only lasts for 1 minute, though.
Yeah, I'd say it's been past a minute, so you wouldn't have the branding smite anymore. With all of the
Yeah,
running
'cause
back and forth you had to do.
Because it's 5 damage radiant and 4 damage fire. And the fire is from the hell.
Okay, so then...
So just 4.
Alright, so I
Okay,
will...
yeah, 9 damage in
minus...
Yeah, so it's 9 damage altogether.
Okay.
And then turn that off. And then second swing.
Oh yeah, I didn't read about this room, but we'll get to that.
17.
17... 17 will also hit.
For 11.
Okay. Alright. And is that it for your turn?
Clover looks at her. You can run, but you can't hide. And that'll be her turn.
Before I describe the room, she's going to respond, "Who's hiding? I wanted to bring you to a party." And this hall stands in deadly silence aside from your combat. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot-high ceiling. Fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurks across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposefully down the corridor, but upon hearing the combat noises, runs in the opposite direction.
What?
Is it undead?
Let me look at his sheet. I don't believe so. No, he's not. He's not undead. It doesn't ping any of the things of divine sense.
Oh, then Clover wouldn't give a shit.
Back to the ground floor.
She started her turn in Clover's Light, correct?
Oh yeah, she did last turn.
Oh, right, I didn't take that off.
She takes a D6.
Alright, so
Okay.
roll that, yeah. Minus 50, and she'll take an additional 3.
I'm not sure how much it matters, but if I recall, when Clover uses the fire damage from the helmet, it turns her weapon magical.
I believe you need to activate that.
I activated it last session.
Oh,
I
okay.
never turned it off.
Alright,
That's
fair
why
enough.
she's doing fire damage.
Right, gotcha. So that was 50. Copy. Bring you now down to floor 11. I'm gonna have to figure out how much Dave weighs. God damn it, I thought I copied. So that's 50. Oh, I see. I see what I messed up. Copy. We put you on the GM's layer. So now I can go down to map 11. 50, 60. And he would have his echo move another 30. 1, 2. Oh, he wouldn't be able to actually get in, so he'd move, I guess, to here for the time being. Which brings us to Kardec.
He's gonna 1, 2, 6. Just gonna say 6. Stand on this guy real quick. Oh god, I'm stuck.
Oh no! Hold on, let me...
I'm stuck on the dead body. Oh fuck.
Okay, where are you? Okay.
Right there.
To
I put myself
the
right
back.
there because I couldn't really put myself right here.
There
you
we
know?
go. I put it to the back, so you should be fine now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. There you go. That's turn. Also, I'll be right back.
Alright.
I hate to bring this up.
What?
The Helm of Brilliance doesn't make your weapons magical.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's just the fire that's magic.
Also, by the way, Draco, just reminding you that I cast light on my bow to put, or so I have the vision for myself.
Okay. Let me...
That was, almost forgot about that last session, but just so you can see the.
And... Let's see, and that is 20 by
It's just
20.
like a lantern.
Yeah,
And...
my bow is literally like a glow in the dark, like a glow stick, basically.
Are you... I thought I moved you to the front. Why am I seeing... Where are you?
I am now right here.
Ah, nah, that's why I couldn't see you. I was looking in the wrong area entirely. Oh wait, I have you producing 20 by 20 light.
Okay, just double checking because I was like, didn't know if you did or not.
Alright, and Quinby wouldn't have Spirit Guardians, because at this point I think it would have wore out by this moment. That's what the green
I
was.
just like the thought of a. But I need to go to the bathroom before I go. Like, I just like the thought of a glow in the dark bow. That's just fun.
That is, yeah. Go look, see, you
Alright,
last
you're
for... Oh wait, that's 10 minutes, so he would still have Spirit Guardians. Never mind. 'Cause it's been a few minutes, but it
Spirit
hasn't been
Guardians.
10 minutes. Spirit Guardians is great. It's definitely in my top few spells. 50, 55, 60. Okay, and that brings us to Evie.
Just looks back and forth, shrugs, and she's gonna do something that she hasn't done in a while. She's gonna rub her necklace because Kai has the original one from the mom, and just teleport
Oh, all
to
right.
him.
Copy. I'll move her over to here just so I can put her on the GM layer without it getting crowded. Go back to map number 4. And pop her right next to you. Yep. And there she is.
Ah,
In a flash of blue light, Evie appears next to you. Hello!
oh, right. Did you see where Clover went, or?
From her angle. No, I saw her run down the stairs into the south, so I'm imagining she's chasing after Volenta.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Right, and that will bring us to Quinby. Five, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Put him on level 11. Boop. 55, 60. And that brings us to Volenta on level 11. She is going to take 4 damage. She is not going to disengage. You get an opportunity attack, but it's at disadvantage because she has elusive.
Okay. Come on, give me my character sheet.
It's been taking a while to load, I've noticed. Yeah, even with disadvantage, that'll hit for minus 13. And she's going to use her action to open the door, and she says, "Ladies, I've brought dinner." And let's see, would you be able to see? Yep, you see at least a few vampires in that room. She is no longer alone. You're not either, but you're lacking a substantial amount of your party. You verse undetermined amount of vampires, who I will now roll into the initiative order. As well as... Do I make that... Yeah, I think I will do it this way. I'm going to make a secret roll real quick. Alright, let's see. Would that do exactly what I want it to? Okay. 5. So she's going to be coming in... Well, I should be more clear. Come in before Raoul. The vampire ladies, however many there are. And need to look at her stats. Versus... Oh yeah, no, she would go. Noted. Right, and that brings us to 10, 15, 20, technically 25, 30. You see, Clover, a new woman appear. Ah. A guest? Hello, we haven't met. My name is Anastasia. And you look delicious. She is also a vampire, so she would be taking that damage, I bet. So roll that. -1. It
And
does.
Scarlet Witch over here.
It does not seem to. I mean, it does seem to do damage, but like, she doesn't seem nearly as bothered as Volenta was. She cracks her neck. Been a while since I've got to have fun like this. And that will bring us to Ease back up on the 3rd floor. That's 35. Oh wait, let me copy her. To GM layer. 35.
Okay.
5, 40, 45, 50, 55. It's going to be tricky with an NPC to figure out the weight. I don't think she would weigh all that much. She does have a lot on her, though. Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere, so I'll just say she's fine because it would be too complicated otherwise. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. She's not all the way out of the hallway yet, but she's on her way. Aramis. Our big metal boy. 25, that's 35 to get to there.
How's her icon still showing?
Oh, so it is. So that, boom. 35, 40, 45, 50, and Quinby, Yuki, Dave, and Clover, you hear as a lot of noise seems to happen behind you. Clover, you look back and there's some portcullis that slam down, and you watch as the entire room behind you lifts up and out. And then you remember the pulley system you saw earlier. Seems that it's weight activated, and it's a trap that leads Aramis and Ease to who knows where in this godforsaken castle.
Oh dear.
It's getting worse.
Yep.
She's a smart girl. She can probably figure out how to get back.
I'm gonna have to read through this trap because there's more to it. Not that any of you will know in the moment, but, yeah. They have stuff to deal with now. And you are down...
Doesn't she have, like, flight? Still? Oh, wait, no, she doesn't anymore.
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
I forgot it, that she brought the deal.
So, I believe if I remember correctly, the weight trigger for that is 330 pounds. And the giant steel guardian, in addition to Ease, was more than enough to proc it.
Well, at least she has a shield guardian.
True, she's not alone. But we're gonna... I mean, I guess I could include them in the initiative order still, but that'll bring us to Dan.
Oh, yeah, Kai would definitely go under.
I would say all of you hear this sound because it's actively moving through the area around you, like here. Oh wait, you guys can't see because I'm not on that map. Do. It is not subtle, this giant stone mechanism, and you hear a bunch of sound coming from here, which means a lot of people in the castle probably hear the exact same thing. He's still on his broom. That's 30 feet he has. Layer, GM. 30 feet. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Yeah, he's not gonna... 75, 80, 85. Okay, so he's over there. That's 85. And he will fly up. There's 10 feet of maneuverability here. He'll fly the full 10 feet up, just so he's out of range of the big buff-looking lady. He's a caster. He's not designed to be in melee, but he's at least here to back you up now, Clover. Alright, I have on the GM layer. There he is. Now he's on the token layer. And
Insert the clip from Starship Troopers. I'm doing my part.
yeah, I'm doing my part. Oh wait, there was one person I forgot to roll into initiative order. Silly me.
God, there's even more.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Can there not be?
No.
Whenever this character shows up, they have to like be accompanied by like the game show like general audience, like, you know, clapping and cheering.
Yeah. Woo! Okay, so you know what? This works. Given her role, this does work pretty well. Clover, you see as, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just noticed who that was.
Mm-hmm.
7,
Oh no.
8, and 9 vampires spawn all rush out of that room over there.
Oh no.
All of them, I believe, are in range, so roll just damage for all of them.
5.
Okay. Yeah, you really fell for her taunt, huh? It's almost like that was bait to get this exact scenario to happen.
Hit and run tactics.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Clover, no.
Yeah, you should be able to see all their health bars. And I will, make them take that damage in a moment, because they are also about to unload on you. Let's see. I think I have all their health bars now.
I mean, Clover, it could be worse.
Could be Strahd himself.
It could be.
Maybe you enjoy being surrounded by a bunch of these vampires.
Yeah, a bunch of sexy vampire ladies. Five. -5. -5. -5.
So did we bring a diamond or?
I don't believe. I
Funny
think you might
story.
have one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Funny story. I don't think Curse of Strahd provides that kind of stuff.
Yeah. 1, 2,
You know what? That sounds about right.
3, 4. Does a 12, 22, 21, or 17 hit?
My AC 17.
Okay, so you are going to be taking 8 slashing damage, 9 slashing damage, and 7 slashing damage, but those are just the first hits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 2 more with 2 hits. 1, 2, 1, 2. All of those hit. 9, 8, 5. The last one doesn't. So 9, 8, 5 from that onslaught. And you know her. You love her. Look who's back again. It's Bella the Nowhere Tiger.
Hey.
Perfect use of that.
And she's going to use her action to cast Hold Person on you, Clover.
She did the
Wisdom
same
saving
shit to
throw.
me.
What's the save?
It is a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
She did that same shit to me.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Yeah, this seems like a good
Yeah,
time
you
to
oughta.
use it.
Boy, you oughta.
Ooh, and you feel as you seize up and you are paralyzed.
Oh no.
While you are paralyzed, you notice Volenta, even as injured as she is, has the smug look on her face as she says, God, I love drama. That brings us to Raoul up on the 4th floor.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
What is that?
30. I think it's 35 and I hit the stairs. So I have 60 feet of dashing to go down the stairs. Just keep going down.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so based on your current position, copy. Oh, I should grab both of your tokens actually. Copy. Down to floor number 3. Move you to there. Move you to here. And move you all to the map 3. Now you still have movement. I
How much
believe.
movement would
right?
you say?
How much? Let's see. How much feet do you remember did it take you to move to the stairs? I don't remember.
30, so I have 60 left over.
Okay. That's good to know. So that'd be, I'm just gonna measure it out for you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get to floor 11.
Okay. So I used 55 total.
So I will bring you down to map 11 so you can see this shit show over here.
So I got 35 of movement, 35 feet of movement still.
Yep. And let's bring you down to floor 11, quote unquote, the shit show. And sure enough, you see through the open door a fuckload of vampire ladies surrounding Clover, and she does not seem to be moving a whole lot.
Alright. 35 gets me right behind Clover. And all these vampires are in sunlight.
So on their turn, they're going to be taking 20.
Yep. That was just my action to dash. Bonus action. What can I do as a bonus action? You know what? Bonus action, I'm triggering Divine Favor on my weapon. So the Sun Sword burns even brighter.
Okay. Does that increase the radius on it, or?
No, it just adds an additional D4 radiant damage.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
All right. And
Yep, not yet.
that will bring
That
us
is my turn.
to Irina.
Hey, you know what'd be funny?
What?
Let's see. How... She's going to stand over... Actually, no, she's going to stay where she is. Bonus action, she's going to cast Sanctuary on Clover.
Or creature with range shall
So,
spell.
if they were to try to attack Clover, they had to make a DC 15 Wisdom save, or choose a different target. If there is no target, they just miss the attack.
Okay. I will put something on her to... We'll use this.
Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
You really
Yep.
needed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Which I guess that makes it a flat roll.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see, they had to make a Wisdom save. Otherwise, they choose a target or lose
not
the attack.
disadvantage.
Ah,
Yeah, not disadvantage.
okay. Before you, we move to Antonius. Let's see. Given how crowded the room is,
She still has her action, so she's gonna Sacred Flame one of these vampire spawn.
okay. Ping the one you're
DC
aiming
15
for.
four. Actually, you know, she's gonna target the null.
Okay.
So she has to make a DC 15 Dex save or take 14 radiant.
Okay. Let's do dex save. That is a 17.
All right.
Barely manages to dodge out of the way. Before we start Antonius' turns, these ladies have legendary actions they could use. Let's see.
Of course they can.
We'll start with Volenta. There's something specific I want to do with her, but I don't think it would work given the situation as it is. She doesn't really have a good place to land because of her trap that's already laid there. So we'll go for Anastasia.
And if it means anything too, any of these creatures that have sunlight sensitivity also have disadvantage on attack rolls while in sunlight.
Okay, Raul, she's going to look at you and just say, off! Referring to the blade as she uses her commanding voice. She is casting command on you to get you to sheathe your sword. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Alright. I have advantage on charms. Wait. Is command a charisma save?
According to this... Oh wait, her ability for this is charisma. I read that incorrectly. It is a wisdom save, I believe? Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
You get a plus 3.
That'll be a 31.
Alright, yeah, you're fine. You, for a second, you feel a little intimidated, but you shake that off. You don't have to listen to this bitch. Fuck her.
You're not my wife. That's what Raoul will say. You're not my wife.
You notice as like she looks at you incredulously, and then she immediately locks eyes with Irina, and you see her start to get angry. Not at you, but at Irina specifically. You. And now we'll move to Antonius' turn.
This party's getting
there's
crazy.
A party going on downstairs.
Yeah.
I will. Is that on? So yeah. I will go down. I think that going down, the act of going down would be using all my movement, so that's about it.
Okay. So, hold on, let me put them on a GM layer so they're not in the way. You go all the way down, so I will bring you down to floor 11, well, map 11, more specifically, where shit's getting wild. Antonius, this is what you see ahead of you.
Getting crazy.
Lot of vampire ladies. Lot of vampire ladies. Also, what's your
But
passive perception?
No one can be that of Ludmila.
Get over it, Jesus. Jesus
So
Christ.
many-
Is Antonio talking about Lumella down there? I swear to God.
Alright.
Passive perception, 20.
All right.
Sorry, passive wisdom perception?
I will say, anyone in the group that is down here, you see where I have the T, there is a trap placed right there. So, yep.
So we all can see the trap?
Anyone with a passive perception of 13, some of you down here do not have that passive perception. Let me see what Dave has. He's got an 11, so he doesn't see it. No one has told him about it, so he has no clue. Quinby, also believe, does not have a passive perception that's that high. Yeah, he's a passive perception attempt. Quinby does not know and is not aware. No one has told him. Yuki has a passive perception of 13. She is aware of the trap. Since no one has really said anything, she'll alert the others, because she can speak, that there is a trap right there. Right, and that's it for your turn, Antonius?
Yep.
Right, that will bring us to Kai up on the 4th floor.
Right.
Just fall down
Yeah,
the
I'm
stairs, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
On it!
You'll save on movement if you just let yourself fall.
Everybody do the flop.
Alright, let's head down there.
Alright, so that was 50 feet to get you... Oh wait, you went the wrong way. The stairs down are this way.
Ah! Whoops. Okay, so let me recalculate that then. Since I'm already there.
Bro, we'll just toss him to fall, guys, like, you got it, and then just Family Guy falls down the stairs.
Alright,
Okay, and let's
lead
see.
me down.
Copy. And that'll bring you down to floor 3, or map 3, ground floor. Let's see, so you are right here. I'm going to move you over so you can move your token if you have any additional movement.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, about 70, so I think I can make it.
So,
In total.
You stepped on top of a trap that was there.
Oh, whoops.
There was a T.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because above game, you are in a situation where you know shit is going south. Clover is alone. This trap is
do what
going
you
to
gotta
trigger. I need you to make me a con saving throw.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, wrong one. There. Nope, that's the vampire spawn. Let me grab her sheet. You need it to be... You have a +3, so you make the save. You're going to take half this damage. Do-do-do. As a cloud of green smoke billows into your face, you take 7 damage.
Alright.
And I will put you... you'll be on Antonius's space, but obviously you'll be able to move yourself. I think you still have some space. Welcome to the shit show. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 undead sources to your north surrounding Clover, who is paralyzed.
Tights. I'm throwing my dancing halberd.
All right, let me grab him from the first floor.
I believe it has reach.
Copy.
Yep. Halberds have 10 feet of reach.
All right, where are you putting it? Where you have the arrow?
Yeah.
Paste. And onto the token layer.
And I can attack on the same bonus action with it. So we're gonna just
Who are you?
attack this one.
Okay. And it has reach, you said?
Yeah, it does. It's a halberd.
Okay.
Just for 7.
Minus 7. All right. And that's it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, that'll bring us to Eastmark on the 4th floor, or the 2nd floor. I think it's because the maps are numbered. I'm confusing the number of the maps with the actual floors. 25, 30 gets into there. Okay, so paste 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So that's going to put it like right at the top of the stairs, but he can't be there because Antonius is there, so he will be still on this floor. On his way down, bringing us to Bolt back on the 4th floor, and I feel like I should definitely change the music now that this is actual combat at this point.
Yeah.
You know what song to put on, Draco.
Yep, I got it.
All right.
Blooming villain.
Yep. And again, just for clarification, this way is the way down, Bolt.
35.
Okay. Are you going to dash?
Sure.
Okay. And then we'll bring you back down to the
Please.
ground floor. There you go.
Music playing for anybody else? Or...
It should be. I'm hearing it.
I had to be fresh.
Ah, so I'd be right here.
Okay.
No, whoops, that got me right to Obojima. I don't know why I did that.
Is it me now?
I believe that would bring us to Clover first, who
Okay, 'cause I
is
was like-
paralyzed.
I make that wisdom.
You're
the wisdom
almost
saving?
on deck. Yes, I believe so. Let me go back down to floor 11. Let me look at hold person.
Song is really good.
Yeah. Pharmacy wisdom saving throw. Paralyzed for the duration. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a wisdom saving throw. Yep, you gotta beat an 18 with your wisdom saving throw. Okay, you are no longer paralyzed.
You're still under Sanctuary for the round.
Clover's just giving this look towards them.
Fair. Alright, and that will be your turn, bringing us to Dave. Because some new people are down here, Dave will tell you about what happened to Ease. That's what all that noise was earlier that you all heard.
What are you kidding me?
I think he's gonna, instead of having Echo Dan move slowly, he's just gonna resummon him at this point.
Yeah, I think that's better move. Heck, I'm about to do that with Eevee.
Like, before there wasn't a rush, now there is absolutely a very serious problem going on right now. Let's see, it's 60 feet of him. I mean, he could move closer in. But I think he's going to put his Echo between Dan and this one vampire. And then he's gonna rush up. How much was that? 25. Yeah, he can't get much farther than that. He's not going to rush in if he can't attack. But he can have the Echo attack. So let's get to attacking. In two-hand. That's not going to hit. That'll hit. That is 11 damage to this vampire lady. And does he want to use his Unleash Incarnation? He's only got one more, I think, so I think he's going to hold on to that still.
Just get those back on a short rest, or it's a long rest?
Let me double check. Incarnation.
I think those ones are long rest.
You can use a feature number time equal to your con mod. You regain all expended uses when you finish long rest. Yep. Right, and that will be it for Dave, bringing us to Kardak. Back on the third floor.
1, 2, 3. Goes under, like, that's 4 right there.
Okay. And I will bring you down to floor number, this would be basement floor 1. Putting you right over here. And you, again, see the shit show. Oh, let me move you, actually.
5, 6, I guess, right here.
Alright.
Actually, that might be 5. But I'll just stay right here, just because I can't really stand right here, or can I stand right here?
You could stand right there. That Yuki's on that spot, and she's tiny. You can stand on the same spot as her.
Can I see or do I have a clear shot at the vampire ladies?
Oh yeah, no, you can
I
shoot
can
at
see
some
them.
of them. You can shoot at, oh no, let's see. Irina's there
That one.
on top of Raoul. The halberd is there, but it's not blocking much. Dave is there. You would be able to see this lady. Absolutely.
Is this a friend or an enemy?
Enemy. You've seen her before. That's the Null of Eevee's sister. She hasn't been killed by radiant damage yet, so she's still kicking.
In that case, just gonna do this real quick. So shut up. Focused right on her to hit all of these 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And
Good.
let's make those saves.
That's 10 feet, so yeah, let's go.
And con saves. Okay, you're not
Yep.
trained in that, so that is a natural 20 from Anastasia.
Well, you have to be an 18, so obviously she did.
I don't want that. I want this. You don't have a dex, but con. 2,
Barely.
3.
Yes.
Okay, come on, roll 20. I know this is a lot of asking. There it goes. Okay, another failure.
Yes.
4.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. So it was Anastasia, the 2 spawns, and the null, and Bella, right?
It would have been focused on Anastasia, and then that would have been 10. It's only 10 feet, so.
Okay.
They sure out again.
Okay, so then, yes, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Anastasia, which I did. So I just need to do Bella, and I did an extra vampire spawn by mistake.
No, you didn't. I thought there was only, like, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind, we're good. So I just have to do
Yeah, because I was like,
Bella.
They're clipping those 4 with it.
When this one right here also get clipped.
Let's circle. If it's focused on her, and it's 10 feet, it would... Yeah, she would get clipped. So I got a few more to do.
So you got the
1,
extra
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I need to do. So let's do some more vamp spawns.
Yeah, 4 so far.
1, 2. Okay. And on a success, do they take half damage, or...
I believe it's half, yeah.
Okay. So she's only taking 5. Yes. You also, if I'm going in like circular motion here, minus 10 for you. You are also minus 10. Be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I did 1, 2, 3. So now we do the ones on the bottom. Or who also suffered 4, 5, 6. Okay. And Bella, who got also suffering from that shatter. Okay. Any bonus actions?
That's it.
Right.
I've at least got to use my favorite spell, so I'm happy for this session.
And add her in. Yuki.
Shatter's your favorite spell, really?
Shatter is my favorite spell. Has been since I started D&D.
Oh, fair.
Yuki can't quite get to the action proper. I mean, 5, 10, 20, 25. Actually, no, she can. And if she just skirts the trap, she can get right here and start barking at this one to grant advantage. And that will bring us to Evie, all the way up on the second floor.
Don't have to worry about that necklace.
Okay, I will grab her from the second floor and bring her down.
Let's just make this easy on us.
It just allows for movement after that, correct?
Yes.
God damn.
There's technically more legendary actions that can be done, but there's too many things in the way for them to properly do them. But hey, here's Evie. Or not copy, I didn't want copy, I wanted to add you to turn order now that we're on this level.
And, I want people to flood in, so I might have to take some attacks of opportunity.
Draco, you rolled Dan's initiative, right?
Yeah. You just can't see it because it was
Okay.
rolled on a different floor. Dan is 8 in the initiative order. I'm popping him in.
Okay. I might be taking some attacks of opportunity because I'm about here.
It's okay. It's okay. She's a lycanthrope.
So 1 attack of opportunity. I think it's just the one, because, yeah.
No, just the one. Okay. Yeah.
And just gonna swing at you. That'd be a 25 to hit, which would hit, but it's slashing damage, and her slashing is not magical. She's a vampire.
Ah. Yeah. Cool.
Did you run
I-
over the track?
Did she?
Yeah, it was right
Or
here.
is she?
Again?
Is she a high enough monk level to get the wall run thing?
Yes, actually. She is.
Okay, so I could...
Whatever that ability is called.
Literally couldn't see it because of the red. So I
Yeah,
don't know what to tell you.
I made it a red trap if you guys wanted your auras to be red. I mean, if you zoom in, you can kind of see it, because it's a different type of red, but it is admittedly hard to see.
I am very zoomed out.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. At level 9, you're able to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids without falling.
So yeah, I could say she could wall run around, potentially.
Okay.
I'll allow that, because it's more of a visual thing. You couldn't see it based on... Yeah.
Yeah, okay. She still has her action, so I'm just gonna punch. I'm just gonna say that the necklace was a bonus action or something to make it fair.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it has proper rules for it. Right,
No, it
so
doesn't.
23 will hit. Actually, I think it... I'm gonna have to look back into the Karnov stuff. I just realized it might actually be an action. Because
Oh.
they used it to vanish from you. But I'll look through the Karnov stuff real quick. Homebrew Collection, Karnov Mansion, and this one. Okay, and I'll just have to find the section that mentions the necklace. Adventure, Rumor Mill, Mansion, yeah. Karnov.
I feel like Mort maybe would know. Watched it recently.
Inner basement, South Square, door 1, where does it mention? Okay. Maze. Karnov. Issues 5, sacrifice pendant, teleports. Maybe if I look at their sheets, I'll get that information.
It's an action.
Okay.
Mort just told me. He watched it recently.
Ah, okay, good. So yeah, that was her action then to teleport to
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Then never mind.
Right. That'll bring us to Quinby, who still has his spirit guardians. And he's gonna rush in. Not too close, but close enough to nick some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, in fact. I forget what level of spirit guardians he has going on.
Spirit Guardian's up.
Yeah,
he does.
he had it from
I think
earlier.
he just had the base level.
It was
Ah.
low 4.
Okay.
That was low 4.
I just realized I'm
Yeah.
running Quinby, but Hoshi could be doing this, so I'm not running 10 things. I apologize.
might help.
I
Have, like-
passed it at level 4 last time.
You have too many vampires on your plate, Draco.
Yeah.
Then roll that damage to Hoshi.
20.
Okay, and now I need to make a bunch of wisdom saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all failed.
Fail.
20. Minus 20. Minus 20. Minus 20. Minus 20. Okay. Anything else for Quimby?
He saw his full turn. That was only movement.
Yeah, that was movement.
Let's see. That's a cone. That's 10 minutes. It's concentration. He's going to cast Cure Mass Wounds.
Okay.
And he's going to pick Clover.
Probably himself.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, himself.
I realize you can't see Dan's health bar. Let me fix that real quick.
Probably Dan too, because I think he got hit last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan. I believe that'll be it.
I mean, if you got more, you can top off Eevee.
True.
Yeah, we'll do EV too.
Well, how many people can you click with that, heal with that?
6.
Let's see. Clover, Quimby, Dan, Eevee. Kai got clipped a little bit too, so you can top him off as well.
Yeah, let's top off Kai as well.
Cool.
I think that's everyone who got hurt.
Like nothing ever happened.
Alright.
Okay, that'll be Quimby's turn.
Alright, which brings us to Volenta. Let's see.
Take that 20 damage as
And
well.
4.
Right. Minus 20. And minus 4. I'm just gonna look through some of her stuff really quick. I really want to do this one thing. Okay, can she make it to there, though? Yuki's in the way. Claw attack. Yeah, it's gonna hit the doggo.
No!
Even at disadvantage.
Why does she have disadvantage?
Sunlight.
If you have
Sunlight.
sunlight sensitivity,
That's
you have
right.
disadvantage when attacks.
13 actually meets Yuki's armor class. You're
Alright, she dies first.
in the way, mutt.
I was already planning that.
Well, natural one. Someone play the soundbite for me. Thank you. After the first hit, Yuki jukes out of the way and she gets a little tangled up in her clothes, not quite expecting it. She's going to have to spend a turn to get untangled. Anastasia is...
Seeing her turn on top of the spawn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hold
And
on.
she entered the Spirit Guardians, right?
Yep.
So, hold on, that's 20. So she would move right there, start, and Spirit Guardian. So let's roll that Spirit Guardians. And she needs to do...
kill the bitch.
Feel the power of 20 Quinn Bees.
19.
They're all laughing.
18. So she takes half of that. 19 divided by 2 is... Okay, 9.5. So that's 10 damage. She's looking really rough. And that was both of those. She could take a legendary action, but she's not really a good person for her to do it, which sucks because she has some fun legendary actions, but I can't do them. But that brings us to Anastasia, who, still glaring at Irina. It's because of you we have to worry about Strahd constantly chasing after you. I'm going to kill you so that he won't have you again until next generation, and we'll deal with that later.
He takes 23 damage.
Minus
I
23.
just realized I didn't roll initiative for this, did I?
No, you did.
No,
I
you
just
have the
have
same
to
initiative
put
as
you in
the walking.
because it was.
initiative.
I'm not on the list. That's why. That's why I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because you rolled initiative on a different floor, so now that we're on this floor, I
Oh.
need to add you back in.
Okay, I was like, wait, what? Did we not roll initiative or?
Okay, so
That should be coming up soon, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
you are after. Well, we're at the bottom of the
Okay,
initiative
sorry.
order.
There I am. So,
So
I'm after Dan.
okay.
Sorry about that. I
Dave,
was like,
but
what?
yes.
Or Dave.
Right, so Anastasia is going to move up to Clover, because you're in the way!
Just make a wisdom save first.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
DC 15 wisdom save.
That is a 15.
Alright then.
So,
Yeah,
you're not going to take
21 will
damage, Clover, because she's going to grapple you.
Okay.
Yep,
Hug.
and she is in that too. Wisdom. Wisdom. Natural 1. Play that one more time. Wait, that's a wisdom save. So she's taking 17.
23.
And... Okay, so now that she... Oh wait, I just made her HP 6. God damn it. Is that gonna fix it? Okay, I have to bring her back to full and calculate it down. Okay, so how much damage has she taken? She just took 23.
23. And another 23 from being in the sunlight.
Minus 23.
From at the beginning.
She took what at the beginning?
A 1.
Okay, so... minus 1. Okay, now I think she's properly set up. Okay. So, she has you grappled. She's gonna bite into you to try and drain some of your life force and heal herself.
Another wisdom save.
It's every single time?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, let's see. That is a 6, so
Nah.
that one just fails. She's gonna
Yep.
try again. She has multi-attack 3. That's a natural 20. Okay, Clover, you are going to take 15 piercing damage and 22 necrotic.
It's disadvantaged, so you still get hit by the 23. You don't take the crit damage though.
Okay, so 10,
Sunlight.
22.
Yep.
So...
Still a lot of damage, but
There's so
yeah,
much going on right now.
plus 12. Okay, and that would be, let's see, equal to the necrotic damage taken. She regains the hit points. Oh yeah, your hit point maximum goes down by 12
Jesus Christ.
because of the bite. That would be her turn, but she is going to use her legendary action because this is what she wanted to do and why she really grappled you. She is going to yeet Clover at Irina. Because you are grappled, she can hurl you at another person. You must succeed a Dex saving throw, or you're taking 2d6 bludgeoning damage. And so is Irina, who also needs to make the Dex save to dodge Clover being thrown at her.
People are weapons.
She makes it.
Okay, so she's taking half.
I take nothing.
Okay.
From evasion.
Alright, so that is 7 damage to Irina as Clover, you get yeeted over here. Irina manages to just barely dodge, but still gets smacked a little by Clover. And now it's Ease's turn. And I need to figure out exactly what's happening with that elevator trap.
Yeah.
Clover, I'll say, as you get tossed over, Irina, from the damage that she took, was her trying to catch you from falling. Just trying to make sure that you're okay.
Clover just has a kill expression on her face at the moment.
Ah, okay, now I recall. Succeed on... Okay, and let me grab her sheet. Okay, that's not good. It's not great for Ease, but that's their turn while they're being careened upstairs. Bringing us to Dan, who's under Chaco's control for this.
Alright, boy howdy kids, I had a couple of minutes to think about what I'm gonna do, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. So y'all will see Dan survey the field, think for a second, and the light bulb goes off in his head, and just make sure I have the measurement on this correctly. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. Y'all are gonna see, in this square right here, so you guys know, like, at malls, those, penny fountains? Like, the fountains that you, like, chuck change in or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one of those is going to appear, except the water is replaced by blood. So there's a literal blood fountain is just going to magically appear in this area here. Do with that information what you will. I'm not telling you what spell I'm casting, but it's a spell.
I have an idea. I believe they're going to have to roll something to figure out exactly what it is.
Perhaps. But it looks like blood and it smells like blood. Will it taste like blood? I don't know. Will they investigate?
I mean, a lot of them
And
are pretty
that is
hurt.
Dan's turn.
All right, legendary action. Hold on, let me bring you back to the back. So we have Anastasia, who would have moved into this spot. So, that was one legendary action. Damage to a target. She didn't technically... I mean, she did do damage. But it wouldn't have really done anything for this to make sense. Okay. I'm gonna roll with it. We'll say that, I mean, obviously, Irina almost got slammed by Clover, so there's a little bit of blood that sprayed onto her face. You watch as Anastasia takes that blood and licks it as she activates Bloody Talons She is instilled with a blood rush. She could move 45 feet, but she doesn't need to because she's going to make a bite attack on Irina. Does not matter, she's not willing. An 11, I don't think is going to hit, though.
No, Irina has 21 armor.
So she goes to bite, and
What?
Irina just barely dodges out of the way. And that brings us to our vampire spawn horde.
So I'll take 20.
Yep.
That blood fountain's looking really enticing.
It really is.
Yeah, it's just chill. It's just chilling there.
Yeah, just minding its own business. Doing what it
Basically
do.
gave the equivalent. Basically gave it the equivalent of a chocolate fountain, just taunting them.
Yeah,
Come on, Augustus Gloop, it's nice and fresh.
it really is. And... Okay, and I think I'm almost done here. Because... I mean, I think this vampire spawn that's right over here specifically has prey in front of her with Yugi, so...
Oh, yeah, that's right. But
We'll start with that. Oh yeah, and Quimby. And also that. A 16 would hit Yuki, but hold on 1 second as I take out 6 more of all their HP. Whoop.
And once.
-6.
and then a 20
-6.
from the sunlight.
Yep. Oh, I already did the
Yeah.
20.
So let's see if they get blended before trying to attack Yuki.
That's a very good point. And... Oh wait, would they all have taken the 6? Because what's the radius on it?
30 feet.
Okay, let me see.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so that does affect all of them. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Question is,
Very
does it go
close.
through cover?
That is also a good question. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all but one, actually 2 of them succeed. Start with these ones over here. That would be 16, so that's 8 damage to the ones who succeeded. Minus 16 for that one. Minus 16 for this one. Oh wait, that's right. I actually have one more I need to roll. And another wisdom. So you were obtained. You were one that took half. You, over here, took the full 16. She's looking real rough. She's gonna need this. Whoops. And... let's see. 2 attacks, one of which could be the bite. So she's gonna grapple Yuki and then try to make a bite attack on her. Which succeeds, but Yuki is also a familiar. So it's unclear how this is gonna affect her, really. 5. Minus
It's like
9.
drinking an empty juice box.
She poofs in front of you all. Dan seethes. But knowing what he has planned, will it matter? He'll get his vengeance.
Oh no, you killed my dog.
I was fucking pissed.
Mhm. So, because it is a familiar and that literally poofed her, the vampire will get nothing out of it and be pissed. This one over here sees the blood fountain, is desperate, immediately runs over to it, and tries to drink from it. Emphasis on
About
try.
that.
Mm. Oh, it didn't do the damage for... Oh, because you hit for the description.
Oh.
20-foot radius sphere.
So everybody in that radius needs to make dex saves.
Oh.
As the blood fountain explodes.
Yeah, just hold that there for a moment so Jago can keep track of how much he needs to roll.
Dex saves. 1,
That is amazing.
2.
Holy shit.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that one with the 4 health that just killed Yuki, yeah, she's clipped by it. I'll do it. Now, Anastasia
Only one vampire spawn saves.
and Bella.
Of course, the bruiser.
Can Bolt see any of this, by the way, where he would be at?
Where?
Specifically, can he see Anastasia?
Yeah, actually, where is Bolt?
Yeah, where are you on the map?
He's
Bolt?
supposed to be on the steps, I believe.
I think him and Antonius are at the same space.
It's weird, I don't see you on
Yeah.
here. Where on earth?
I got poofed for some reason, I don't know why.
Weird. I'll just grab you from here and place you where you're supposed to be. There we go. Now let's see. You would see Anastasia some vampire spawn, and you would see the null as an explosion of energy shoots out. Now let's start going through them. None of them
1
will
second.
survive.
1 second. Anastasia's gotta re-roll those die, baby.
Okay. Anastasia with the dex. That is a 9. Who are you giving the advantage to?
I'll give it to Clover.
Okay.
Fucking disappeared again, by the way.
What disappeared?
Bolt.
Okay, that's weird. And do the turn order.
I'll say no, you don't get that.
I guess your token got deleted. What was your initiative again, Bolt?
It was 19. It was
Yeah.
before me.
Okay. And we'll put you back where you belong in initiative, right here. There we go. Alright.
One spawn and Bella passed. Everything else failed.
Okay, and you need to roll the damage for the illusory bomb.
Yep. 38 psychic damage.
Okay, well, let's go through the list. So first one was the one that was over there. Yeah, I'm just going to do these clockwise because it makes sense to do it that way. 38. She lives. The one that triggered it, absolutely fucking not. She explodes very graphically into dust. Through the next one, you made the save, so you're taking half of 38. Which is 19. Still looking really rough. 19. Anastasia takes the full 38. You over here, you will get exploded regardless of what you rolled, but you rolled an 11, so... Boom. Okay, you up here, you were the 14. You'll take the full minus 38. You were a 9. You are dead. You up here are an 8. You're not dead, but you're looking rough. You are 8. You are dead. And I believe that's all of them. You would be the 13, but it doesn't matter because that is more than enough to kill you. And that is
Did the
all
null
of them.
take the damage?
Yeah.
No, she met the save, so she takes 19. Still though,
She would be the only one that passed.
some of them took half, but they were so low on health that did not matter. Alright, now they really, really need to get some blood. With... Dan's too high up for that to matter.
Dan just looks at Anastasia with just the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
She glares at him. You're next. She will move down here, try to swing at the animated halberd because it is in the way. That's gonna hit. It takes 8 damage.
Ah,
Stay strong, buddy. You got this.
24, it takes 7 more damage.
okay.
And let's see. What about you? Do I want to move you? Yeah, I think she's gonna step in to Anastasia's space so that she can swing at it. But that's a natural 1 again. And 9. I think they have natural armor. Yeah, they have natural armor, so that wouldn't really... That's just a miss then. Swing again. 12's not gonna hit, I don't believe.
Nah.
And then she's gonna step back. Which I believe is technically an opportunity attack from the halberd.
I don't think it can make it as a dancing weapon.
Ah, right. Okay, so then that is it for that one. That's her. You went, you still need to go. And you still need to go. 10, 15, 20. I don't think she can jump high enough to get at Dan. So, disengage. 25. 30. And is going to swing at the Echo. Yeah, that's going to hit. Bye, Echo! Bop.
Did any of those spawn outside of the Guardians right into it?
She is technically on the edge. And that's one in, and they technically started their turn there, so they needed to make the con save anyway. The two that are on the left side. So let's roll those Spirit Guardians. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm pretty sure they're going to be evaporated regardless, but hey, let's roll it.
Here we go. Yeah.
And Wisdom 1 and 2. Wow, both succeeded. That would have been 20, cut down to 10, so this lady to Anastasia's immediate left evaporates. The other one is still barely standing. Okay. And I believe that's all of them. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Which brings us to Bella. What is Bella going to do now in her current position? Let's look at her spells. Take a look, see. as an action. She's gonna use that. Could. Let's see, and that is wisdom. Not this one. Now this. Okay, she's going to cast. Yeah, it makes sense to cast this at a higher level. Raoul, Evie, and let me see, could she see? She has fought you all before. So Raoul, Evie, Kai, and she gets one more. And the animated halberd. I need you all to make charisma saving throws, as she is going to cast Bane on all of you.
I think it would just affect me since he's on my attack bonus.
Okay, so then
Not the
we'll
halberd.
exchange that out for Bolt.
That's a 30 for Kai. 33.
Okay. Raoul, you need to take a d4 out of any attack roll or saving throw that you do from this point on while she's holding concentration on it.
Nat 20.
Oh, so it's only going to affect Raoul. And then
Oh no.
as a
And Evie, I
bonus
think,
action. Oh yeah, and Evie.
because she got a 14.
Okay, so that was her action. She's going to be playing her instrument. I believe she had a lute, or was it a harp? I think it's a lute. She's going to give inspiration to Anastasia, giving her attacks an additional is it a D6 for her? I forget. Yep, a D6. Okay, and that will be her turn. Bring us to Raoul. This lady just threw one of your friends at your wife.
How fucking dare you?
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
So that'll be a 13.
Yep, that will miss.
Second hit. 21.
That one will hit. 16, 18,
And since she's undead, she takes the additional 5. So that'll be
23.
23.
Yep.
$18.
Let's see, an 18. Yep, will still hit.
Alright, another 12.
Wrong button. 12.
19.
Will hit.
For 16.
Okay, she's looking really rough.
And offhand attack. That'll be another 13.
Which will not hit. But hey, it's Irina's turn. She gets to get some payback. If she so chooses.
She has to also roll a wisdom save because she started in Spirit Guardians.
Very true.
Wait, nope, never mind.
Wait.
Wait.
It's not.
It's our. No, never mind. It's on her turn. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not the start of a turn yet.
Want to kill her so bad.
You know what? Let's see if this works. There's a 23 hit.
Yes, it certainly does.
Take 14 radiant damage.
Alright, she's looking really rough. And the next attack on her has advantage.
She's gonna hop because she's still on the Raoul motorcycle.
Yes. Also remember there is a
Offhand
trap here,
Offhand swing, that'll be a 25.
which will hit.
7 slashing.
She's still standing, but barely.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, someone finish her off.
Antonius.
Yelling still with us.
That is a good question. Yeah. Let's see.
It's been a while since Antonius' turn, so you know.
Yeah. It's a lot of combat going on.
Got like 20 different things going.
It is also 1 a.m.
Oh yeah. It is.
Oh yeah, it is. It is midnight.
You know, you lose track when you're having fun killing vampires, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's very fair.
If
Let's
Yelling's asleep and it's the top of initiative, do we just pick up next time?
I mean, like, I feel like we should just end this off because we have like 3 vampires that are
Yeah.
low health.
1, 2, 3 vampires spawn at low health. Volenta is low health. Anastasia, low health. And then there's Bella, who's at decent health. But her versus all of you is not going to go great for her.
So I'd just say autopilot for now and then just end this and then we end.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. What could our Tabaxi Abbey do?
Bow and arrow?
Anyways. Yeah, it doesn't really say. Yeah, I think it's just a basic longbow, though.
So I've done nothing but dash this whole session.
Yeah. But hey, your turn is coming up. I guess we could just use a longbow, shoot at her. 12 isn't gonna hit, though. Bonus action, let me see how much inspiration they have. I'd probably... He recently took a long rest, so he should have all of it, I believe.
Yeah, but I think they're saving them for the final fight.
That's
Or
fair.
A big fight, I think that's what they said.
Yeah, so...
It's a pretty big
we'll
fight.
use it. It is a big fight,
But
but I don't feel
Save it.
right using their inspiration.
oh yeah, no. Not suggesting that at all.
Yeah, so, Kai, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna take the halberd space for a minute.
Yeah, you have advantage on Anastasia.
Yep. She's in my spot that I want, so...
Oh, I forgot to use her bonus action last turn. Oh well. I used all the legendary actions, which is what I wanted. 17 is certainly gonna hit.
Alright. I'll stick a design smite on it.
31. Then that would be 39 damage. How do you want to do this?
Forgot to roll the extra d8.
Ah, right, you are.
Doesn't matter.
A little bit of overkill, buddy.
Yeah.
Now she's at negative 36, I believe.
Just gonna wrap the rope dart around her throat and have the jagged like edges of the unicorn horn pieces like basically rip apart her throat, kind of like I'm ripping a lawnmower.
She grasps at her throat as she starts to burn away from the radiant damage. And with the Sun Sword being here, even if she was going to turn into her gaseous form, it gets evaporated, killing her for good.
And sorry, I'm gonna move the halberd for a minute. Take her spot because I have a little bit of movement left, about 5. And I'm gonna aim for this vampire spawn.
Alright.
$19?
That will hit. Be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 16, which is more than enough to kill her. Same scenario, she gets evaporated, but how do you want to kill her specifically?
Stabbing her right through the chest and grabbing her heart and crushing it.
As you crush the heart, it all becomes ash in your hands as she screams in agony and poofs away.
And as a bonus, I'm gonna have to help her to move. About there, it hovers, it's fine.
Yeah, it wouldn't trigger the trap.
And since I'm reach, I can do this as the same bonus action, have it attack. 13's not gonna do it though.
Yeah, no, 13 is not going to hit her.
So,
Oh, thank God.
Legendary action. If that's it for your turn, she is going to move.
that is it.
Over here on Kai. And then we go to Eastmark, who I have lost track of. I think he's on the first floor?
Yeah, he was on the edge of the stairs, so he's Come on.
He was right behind Antonius.
Okay. 5, 10. East Markiplier has made it to the ground floor. Well, you know what I mean. The basement floor 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't really get into the action, though.
shoot Bella.
However, yeah, he certainly can shoot somebody. Let me look through his eyes real quick. Yeah, Bella. Bella makes the most sense. Yeah, 20 would hit. Minus 6.
Never roll that con save.
Yep, and con save. I think it's only going to be a 10 because it's only 7 damage. DC 10, she holds on to it. Right, that'll be it for Eastmark's turn, but before we get to Bolt, second legendary action, Kai? Oh wait, I'm on the wrong sheet. Ahem. Where is it? She's gonna kick you in the dick.
Oh.
You need to make a dex saving throw. That is a 14, which is just
That's not
below what you need. You can only take an action or a bonus action on your next turn, not both.
Oh, I'm gonna take an action, alright.
No, she is mine.
I don't give a fuck, she punched me in the nuts!
I love the description of this too. It technically says hamstring, but it also says in the description, target within impeded target within 5 feet of her by throwing dirt in its face, kicking at a vital area, or employing some other dirty fighting move.
You grabbed your dick and twisted it.
Yeah, exactly.
The old dick twist. Jinx.
That will bring us to Bolt.
Alrighty. I can see her, right?
Aw, come on.
Where are you? There you are. Yes, you can see her.
So just shoot her, just get it over with.
And there's also Bella up here that's being a problem. Is Clover making it known to everyone around that she wants to kill Volenta specifically?
Yes.
So it is up to Bolt how he wants to respond to the situation.
Sure, let's just do it.
Wait, did we calculate the sunlight damage that she would take on her turn?
It triggers on the actual turn, not legendary actions.
Yeah, legendary actions are different from her actual turn.
Bolt, seeing the puppy dog eyes of Clover, just rolls his eyes and levies his pistol at Knoll Lady over there.
I really hope you don't
17.
want to release her soul.
17 will not hit.
30.
That'll hit.
7 magical piercing.
7. Okie doke. Anything else?
Please.
Yes, actually. Dave is right behind me, correct?
Yes. Quimby as well.
Bolt just looks at Dave, smiles, gives him a good old pat on the on the shoulder, and just says, "Have fun." Dragon's breath.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm familiar.
How much
with
does he
this
like
spell.
dragons?
And I'm gonna choose lighting damage, as always.
Okay. Well, I'm going to enjoy this.
And that's turn.
Let's see, and it's his action to do that. Would that count as the attack action? Because he
Yes.
would have extra attack at this point, so he could do that and also attack. Good. Before Clover's turn, Volenta's going to use her last legendary action to shank Kai. Let's see if the claw attack actually hits. 20.
No.
Okay, so she tries to, like, stab you with her claws in the kidney, but you just barely dodge out of the way.
Actually,
Your
wait, hold on.
speed will not be had. Oh,
I did forget something. Let me see. Actually, that would just me. I'm not holding my shield.
But it's disadvantage because she's in sunlight.
which would be 10.
We got you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
And Tony's going to move forward. Okay, now it's Clover's turn.
Clover just goes running in. Gets there and she's going to hit at this bitch. Right here. Does a 27 hit,
Oh yeah, that hits.
and she's going to add a Divine Smite onto this. For 30 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So knowing what she said in the letter, she is just immediately just going to uppercut her through the chin, washes the rapier goes through the bottom of her chin, going straight out her head to close her mouth shut and come out the top of her head.
Right, the rapier goes straight through her head. She tries to claw at you, but to no avail as she fades in front of your eyes to ash.
Now you're going to keep that to your grave. And she just walks over to her, and she's going to do a second hit on her. $25.
Yeah, that hits.
And going to use another Divine Smite on this one.
Thank God.
Be 60. I think it's 66. Is doubled.
It would-
Yes.
It would just double the radiant damage.
Yeah, so
'cause there's
66.
Other damage.
And 8. She is just barely standing. She is
And then offhand whip.
Smite? Oh,
11.
is not gonna hit. Which will bring us to Dave, I believe. Dave's gonna look at Bella and go, "What is this, the third or second time we've dealt with her? Someone please use Radiant to end her, please." And he's going to go to the vampire spawn over here. And he's going to use the lightning breath he was given. Is it a line? No, it's a cone. 15-foot cone. Would that hit Dan from his position? He's 10 feet in the air.
You just walked over the trap.
Right.
the halberd was covering it.
I mean, I think he would have known, so he would have walked around it. Like with the quarter hugging the wall.
Someone just trigger it at this point.
Does he have enough movement to get right up in front of her?
Probably. Let me move him back and then...
Run, that wouldn't matter because it's self-restarting.
And yeah, no, he has more than enough to move there, so he will open, because it's funny, with the Dragon's Breath on point blank range. And I think that will save Dan from being hit by it. It is a dex save? Yes. So
Using bolt spell save.
that is a 12, which would fail.
Yep.
Bolt, roll that damage from Dan's breath weapon.
$11 lightning damage.
That is more than enough to absolutely destroy her. That was 15 feet of movement. I wouldn't be able to walk all the way over for the other one. Damn. How many times does he manifest echo, use a bonus action? There's not a limit to how many times he can manifest the echo, right?
No.
Okay, so then he's going to pop his echo by the other remaining vampire spawn and attack her as his extra attack with Treebane. I hit the wrong one because I have it in here twice by mistake. I'm just gonna remove this one. Actually, technically I have it in 3 times. I'll let him re-roll it because the bottom one is the wrong one and I need to delete it. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, that hits. But not enough to take out that vampire. -5. And that will bring us to Kardak.
Luna, do you have any radiant by chance?
Radiant damage? I actually, you know what? I don't know.
Did you guys passed out a bunch of holy waters, didn't you?
Yes.
Beating her in the head with some holy water.
You just have to get in range enough to throw it at her.
You know, just dip the tips of your arrows or whatever.
Oh, that would also
Let's
work.
see.
Because I do believe you can code ammunition.
I could go right here and literally just, like,
That's
hit her
her
with
way
it. Yeah.
I guess just roll an improvised weapon attack then. Which would be...
Which would be strength.
yeah.
Oh, no, not the thing I have a 19 in.
I don't know how you'll cope with it, but well,
Not like
And
that.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for the first time in months
okay,
to re-roll that.
fair.
That works way better.
All
That'll
right.
do. So roll the holy water. Let's see what is holy water.
What would it be?
I think I'm gonna look it up just to be 100% sure, but I think it's 2d6s. Let's see, improvised weapon.
Can I say actually?
It's 2d6s.
I just thought of an idea. Can I say this for theatrics?
Sure.
Since I'm right in front of her. He literally runs in front of her, says, "Time to drink up, bitch," and down or like shoves the bottle of holy water straight down her throat for 8 damage.
And that's
He's
16
like, "Dude, that's my
because
sister."
it's radiant. And you watch as the water goes down her gullet, a holy light shines from inside her, and she bursts into a shadowy mist as the heart finally floats up to the heavens.
Okay.
Thank the gods. That was Evie, understandably. Any bonus actions or other actions to take?
That unless there's any other vampire here,
There
this
is
one, right?
one. Yeah, no, that one's dead. Let me put that X on her because I forgot
Yeah,
to do
th-
that. There is
that was the
exactly
last one.
one.
do I have a clear shot?
Yeah, I would say so. There's a lot of ash on the floor here, so no one's in the way of that shot. That is a 13, which will not hit, unfortunately, just barely misses.
Off the high of him doing that, he tries to do a shot, this misses.
Right? And that would bring us to Evie.
Finish up this fight, Evie.
Roger.
Goddamn.
Evie comes in with a Superman punch.
For 15.
She punches the heart out of this vampire. Finally, her sister can know rest. Finally, she doesn't have to see this horrifying monster come back again. And with that
Also
inner
like to
peace...
Also like to imagine just one frame animation of her snapping
Yeah,
the vampire's neck.
absolutely. And with that, combat has officially ended. You have found yourselves onto the first basement floor. What horrors might also be lurking on this floor? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. But with that said, let's start going around the horn. Because I'm pretty sure Yelling may have fallen asleep. You can catch them at Yelling at Me. They also go by Yell Temenlo. They do art, and also the two of us do Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on Fridays, where they are ending the main story. Who would like to go next?
I'll go really quick because I got nothing to plug. We'll just find us here on Wednesdays doing this again. It's been really fun. I'm happy I got to be a motorcycle. And good work, everyone. We did a great job with this fight. Kind of scary, but you know what? We saved Clover. And I'll just pass it on to, I don't know, who else wants to go next?
I'll fucking go. I don't got that much to plug. Hi. I had fun tonight, even though most of the time Kai was getting most of his cardio done today. You can find me here with Draco most of the time. Usually on Wednesdays or Thursdays if I'm free. And you could also find me in the Lost Knights channel playing as Solveric the Lizardfolk Artificer, where I have separated from the party, and I just met up with the big bad of this campaign, and it is bad. That's about it.
Who would like to go next?
I can go next. Hello, I'm Royal Hoshi. You can find me on all social media as Royal Hoshi. Tuesdays you can find me, Draco, and Chaco playing Baldur's Gate 2. I'm 3. Ooh. As we're slowly getting closer towards the end of it. On other days on Tuesday, if we're not playing that, you can find us on Burnout Vaughn's channel playing Phases of Our Life, as we're still waiting to fight the next hack. Wednesdays, you can find me here playing Clover, as she's relieved that the assassin is now dead because of the fucking note. But that is it for me.
All right. Choco, you haven't gone.
Hello, I'm Chocolate Zombie 101. You can find me all over social media as some form of Chocolate Zombie 101, and I stream on Twitch Tuesdays. You can find me, Draco, and Hoshi every other week doing Baldur's Gate 3. And then when we're not doing that, you can find me, Daluna, Draco, and Hoshi over on twitch.tv/Burnout Vaughn for Fates of Our Lives, or Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, where we're pretty close to the end, much like we are here. Speaking of Wednesdays, you find me and Daluna over on twitch.tv/TwitchThePerson earlier in the day for Power Rangers Cyberstrike, our Power Rangers TTRPG campaign. And then Wednesday nights, you find me here playing Strahd with our favorite electric Catboy Bolt. And then Thursdays, when we have people available, I'm usually doing party streams with Draco. And that's about it. Daluna, you haven't gone yet, I don't think.
Yep. Hello, my name is Daluna13. You can find me on Blue Sky at Daluna13, as well as on Twitch and YouTube, which things are happening in the background that I may be able to actually finally start streaming again. I'll keep you guys posted on that if it does happen, but check out my YouTube. I do shorts. I haven't done one in a while, but the ones I have done I always have fun doing them. As Chuck said, schedule permitting, you'll find me on Wednesday afternoons on twitch.tv/TwitchThePerson for Rangers Cyberstrike. We didn't do one this week because personal issues with the DM. I'm not going to get into that. So you'll find me whenever Draco has a party game. Most likely, if I'm not working, I'll probably jump in. And yeah, this was a fun session. I got to kill a vampire. It was always a fun thing to say.
And that would just leave me. Before I get started, some things I want to reveal about the ladies here. Anastasia was the yandere of Strahd's brides. She hates Tatiana because she's always getting in the way, and will take any and every opportunity she can to kill Irina. The plan where the vampires attacked Valaki was hers, and had you not stopped it the way you did, she would have come into town and tried to kill Irina before Strahd got there. Went, oh, whoopsie, she died in the crossfire. What are you gonna do? But you stopped that, and you killed her here. Hello, everyone. You've already found me here. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays. Mondays, you can catch me. We finally finished Strikers. Now we get to move on to Persona 5 Tactica. We're starting that, so you get to jump in and see what the Phantom Thieves are up to after the events of... I think Persona 5 Royal technically is canonical to Tactica. because the DLC, if slash when we get into it, involves both Akechi and I forget her last name, but the girl, you know, the one with the red hair. Why am I drawing a blank? I want to say Yoshitsune? I don't want to say her actual name, because spoilers.
Kasumi.
Kasumi works. Kasumi is in there. See, that's Monday. Tuesdays, you can catch us over at Burnout Vaughn's for Phase of Our Lives, as previously mentioned, or you can catch us over here with Hoshi and Chaco for Baldur's Gate 3. Wednesdays, our heroes will continue their exploration of Castle Ravenloft now that they're at basement floor number 1. What horrors lurk within, you'll have to tune in to find out. On Thursdays, we play party games here with a whole bunch of people. Fridays, as I previously mentioned, you can catch me and Yelling at Me doing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But with all of that said and done, how about we find someone to raid? Let's see, who is live? Let's see, Hanetu's playing Ono Mutationem. No idea what that is, but that sounds